Hi everybody, this is Jeannie with Jeanietouchofclassglam. I hope you had a great week. I had a great week at work. It was super busy and the weekend's here and I'm ready to play with some makeup. So today I went ahead and I decided I was going to do the Soft Glam palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. You can get a ton of looks out of it. So that's what I have on my eyes today. I went ahead and did that. It didn't take me very long to do it all. Actually, I just kind of went out there and said, okay, I'm just going to do this. And I picked as I went along and I kind of like the look I did. I think it looks nice. Yeah, so anyhow, let's get started. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. That's always helpful. And if you have any questions or comments, let me know what you think about this look. If you don't like it, let me know that. If you love it, let me know that too. It's very helpful to have other people's opinions of what I'm doing, right? Because, yeah, anyhow. So I used a Soft Glam palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's beautiful. I'll open it up right now. It's got a little brush in it. But you know what? I don't use the brushes. I have my own. This is what the palette looks like. It's got some kind of metallic colors. It's got mattes. It's got shimmer colors. It's got transition colors. It's got everything you need. I have something in my mouth. Sorry, it was a hair. That happens a lot when you're applying makeup. Does it happen to you guys too? Like I'm putting something on my face and I get this like long stringy hair and it's really thin and I can never find it and it seems like they come out of nowhere. Anyhow, so I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. I'll go ahead and show you the order in which I use these and how I applied it. I used the Hoola bronzer today to do my contouring on my cheeks. And I used, it's really pretty. I like it because it's a bit of a warm bronzer. The cold bronzers, again, they get muddy on me. I'm not loving them. And so I needed to try something different. And I really love the Hoola. So this is what it looks like. This is by Benefit. It runs $30 some odd, but you know what? It will last you forever. I had one of these a long time ago for a super long time. Probably far longer than you're supposed to keep it for, but I always keep my stuff longer. I've never had a problem with it. But I know some makeup can go bad, and then you have to, you know, it smells bad, blah, blah, blah. Anyhow, I haven't had that issue, so there you go. For my blusher, I went in with the Marc Jacobs. I showed you guys this. It's the airbrush, and this is in Flush and Fantasy. I really love it. This is great. This is great for a subtle look. This is great for a bronzy look. It can be used for like any look whatsoever. Why am I standing here? I'm like using this brush all over the place. Really? What's going on here? I don't get it. Anyhow, yeah. And then I went ahead and, oh my gosh. So I thought, what highlighter do I want to use with this? My eyes are kind of a little bit of a rose gold color, a little bit of bronzy color, and I'm like, I want to do something that really shows up nicely. I don't know if you can see it, but isn't like really gold, you know? I wanted to do something that, yeah. So I went ahead and I chose one of my Bobbie Brown highlighters, and by the way, Bobbie Brown, she has some beautiful highlighters. I highly recommend them. These went on sale on her website, and I got super lucky, and they were super cheaper than the original price, so I got some. Anyhow, this is a really pretty bronzer. It looks really, gosh, I don't know. It almost looks like really super gold in here, but when you swatch it on, it actually has like a pink to it. So it kind of went, can you even see this? Maybe you can see it there. It kind of went really well with my whole look today, and I was really excited about that because I thought, I do want the gold glow, but I also want a little pink. So I don't love to be matchy-matchy, but I'm somewhat matchy. I don't want to, you know, use like purple up there or anything like that. So I used that, and then I went over it with, this is my standby. This is my Holy Grail bronzer. I absolutely love it, and I love their products. Hourglass. Hourglass is a great product. Ew, look at how icky the, oh my gosh, it looks so icky. The top of it gets really icky, but like, who really cares, right? I'm the only one playing in my makeup, so I don't really care. And it's my fingerprints, so there you go. Anyhow, the Hourglass blusher, this is awesome. I'm sorry, bronzer. It's a bronzer. I suppose you could use it for a blush too, but I wouldn't. Anyhow, this is in a luminous bronze light. It's part of their ambient line. Beautiful. Oh, I'm telling you, I also have the other three. I think I showed you last week. It gives like, really perfects the skin. It seems like it's super finely milled and it's really easily blended. And I always blend out of my neck as well because, of course, when you're going darker, you don't want to be like, dark up here and white down here. Although maybe I look like that now. I can't really tell. The lighting's not great. Anyhow, so the Anastasia Beverly Hills. What I did was I'm going to use my brush as a pointer. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. So I'm going to tell you what I went in with first. I went all over with the color Tempura. Tempura is kind of a creamy off-white color. And I went ahead and I put this all over my lid. Hold up. Back up. I went ahead and I used primer by MAC, and it's called Paint Pot. And I went and applied it with my finger on my lids, and I just brought it up to the very brow bone. And so then I did the tempera over it, all over my lid, up to my brow bone. As you can see, it's a nice highlight there. And then I went in with orange soda on the crease. My dog's doing something really funny. Okay, he's fine. Orange soda on the crease, and the orange soda is right there. And it does look quite orangey when you're applying it, but it really looks nice when you start mixing it with other colors, and it gives a lot of depth. And it just adds dimension to the look, and I absolutely really love that, right? I think one-dimensional looks are great too, so whatever. I mean, it's whatever you're looking for at the time, whatever works for you, that's it. But, you know, this is a great look for somebody my age. I am going to be 52 this year, and I think this is a really good look. I can get away with this. I can wear this day. I can wear this night. I really think it's a really pretty glam look for night, but I mean, really, it's good for the day. I mean, if you guys feel differently, let me know down below. I'm happy to hear it. Anyhow, so I went in with the orange soda. Then I went in just under the orange soda with the burnt orange, and that was just to add a little more depth. And the burnt orange is, again, it's an orange color, but it's a bit deeper than the orange soda. Then I went ahead and I went in the corner more or less, and I did blend into the middle of the eye with a Rustic. Rustic is a brown matte. It's a very pretty brown matte. So I went in with the Rustic. After that, I went in with some Cypress Umber, which I used this last week on my look too. I love this color. This is great to use as a corner color and just kind of deepen the crease a little bit. I didn't bring it too much into the crease, but I pretty much used it on the edge. Then I went in with the Fairy. Fairy's a super, this color. Actually, all these colors in this palette are super pretty. This is what Fairy looks like right here. And Fairy is a very gold color. But it really gives a nice glow to the eyes. I also added that into the inner corners and just at the lash line down below, just a tiny bit in towards the pupil, out towards the pupil. You don't want to do it all the way because that might not look so great, but it definitely brightens up the corner and makes your eyes look bigger and vibrant and brighter, and who doesn't want that, right? So I went in with the Fairy, and what I did when I used this was I really wanted it to glow. So I went in with my MAC Fix Plus. I wet my brush a couple of times. I let it dry, you know, just kind of air dry. And then I applied it. And you know, here's the thing. When you're older, we have to contend with a lot more wrinkles and creases in our skin. When you're younger, your lids are beautiful and smooth, and it's so easy to do eyeshadow. But as an older woman, it becomes a little more challenging. One of the things that I have figured out through trial and error, doing this for the past 6 months, playing around before I even started to make a video, was I love the windshield wiper motion with the blending brush. But guess what? Sometimes it skips over my wrinkles and it doesn't fill in and it looks terrible and it drives me crazy. And so I've learned to do that, but I do a very soft hand. I am barely touching my lid when I go in, and then I will dab. And so for the golden color, the fairy, I wet the brush and I literally just packed it on my lid, the inner third of my lid. Actually, I went almost to the outer third of the eye with the fairy. Then after that, I decided I wanted to add something a little bit different. So I added some of the rose pink in this palette. That's right there. Oh, so pretty. I'm going to swatch this for you guys. You know, it's like sometimes I don't even want to swatch because it's like, oh, I want to use that color forever and ever and ever. Can you see that rose pink right there? And so I put that over the fairy a little bit, and then I blended it out to meet the fairy and the cypress umber on the side. And that really, I love it. I absolutely love the way it came out. What I did underneath was I took a little bit of the rustic, not the really dark brown, but the lighter brown, and a little tiny dab of cypress umber because it is so pigmented. And I went under the eye and I kind of smoked it out under the eye, and I went right up to the area where I added the fairy, the gold that I was talking about earlier. And so, yeah, I think it came out really good. The brushes I used, the one I used for the crease is a It Cosmetic brush. I got it at Ulta and it came in a kit and I love it. And then I used another brush from It Cosmetics. It looks like this. It's got a smaller width to it, and I just use this to do the very underneath my eye because it's thin enough, and it actually gives me the perfect smoked out look. I love it. These blushes are great to blend with. They are synthetic. I cannot use real hair. I'm totally allergic. And then I use this old, oh my gosh, and I think I've shown you this before, this old Lancome brush to pack on the color. So I wet this, and then I go and I pack on the color on the lid. This palette did have some fallout, but you know, I know if you use powder, I can't use powder because it's just a disaster for somebody my age. I feel that if you use powder underneath before you do your eye look, it's super easy just to sweep that away. On my lips, I used Anastasia of Beverly Hills, and why isn't it out? Here it is. I used Anastasia of Beverly Hills Hollywood. This is a nude lip color. I'm kind of hooked on nudes. Love nudes. So I use this, but for the liner, I used Urban Decay and in the color Liar. It's a really pretty color. It's kind of a brown kind of brick color. And I used that to line my lips. Then I went ahead and I put the Anastasia Beverly Hills Hollywood on, and I really like the way that turned out. I did use, again, Lash Paradise on my lashes. So this is what it looks like. It's L'Oreal Lash Paradise, and get this in the store. To blend out my Hoola bronzer, I use this brush. It's also from It Cosmetics. It is not supposed to be used, I believe, for bronzer. But you know what? I almost like this better than the other flat brush that I use. For some reason, it makes it a little more easy to blend. It covers exactly the area I want to. It's got the perfect softness. I really like this brush, and I've been using this brush a lot lately for my contouring. It's worked out great for me. I think they're, you know, for some people they have to have hard, fast rules. For me, it's like, oh, well, if it works for you, that's great. Hey, why not? Use it then. Look at my earrings getting all funky. But then I, again, for the blush, I use this brush by It Cosmetics. I love this brush. It's so awesome. And then for my bronzer, dun, 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 I have to get it. Sorry, you guys. I use this It Cosmetics brush. This is like the most ginormous. It's like half the size of my head. Okay, maybe a quarter the size of my head. But look, it's great. I love it. I just do the 3 motion, blend it down into my neck, and then voila, you've got this great bronze color, especially when you're using the hourglass. So anyhow, that's it. That's all I have to show you. I hope you liked this video. Please hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up. I hope you guys are having a fabulous weekend, and I am going to try and do another one tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Have a great day. Bye.